Please have a seat. The record will show the absence of the jurors. Based upon the jury's inability to reach a verdict on any account, the court orders that a mistrial, that this case is a mistrial.
Okay, folks, I'm super happy about this one. You know, the Biden regime and the drug cartels, the Sinaloa cartel is paying off a lot of people in Arizona to rig elections and also to go after American citizens for defending their rights from illegal aliens. Yes, that's what they're called. From prisons, and also illegal aliens who are crazy people who are being let out of mental asylums all over the world and being brought onto the American citizens across our super, super porous southern border, sponsored by Mayorkas, who is deliberately involved in this. There is no accident in what he's doing, and the Biden regime wants it full on so that they can have their totalitarian regime, but I digress. So, this is happy times, though. I will tell you, this old man did not deserve this, and I'm so glad this happened. So, judge in the Arizona rancher case, where 75-year-old George Allen Kelly was accused of shooting an illegal on his property, has declared a mistrial. Oh, sorry about that, Biden regime. Yep, a rancher who's been living there forever was protecting his ranch and his personal property and his family as well. Kelly was initially charged with second-degree murder. I remember when this happened, and it's been a long road for this poor man. But you know what? This is called the face of resilience. 75 years old, a rancher down in the desert. Yeah, he's put up with a lot of shit, and he obviously dealt with this. Surely it didn't help him, but I'm glad that this happened. The announcement from the judge came after the jury was unable to reach a verdict. Kelly was accused of shooting and killing Gabriel Quen Buitamea on his land, who entered into the country illegally multiple times. How many times do we hear that one? In January 2023, long story short, this is simply not somebody who's looking for the American dream. There's no evidence that this person is here for those kinds of benign purposes. Kelly's defense attorney said during closing arguments, and we bring that up not, to be judgmental about Gabriel or to not have compassion for him. But when people are involved in a criminal lifestyle, it's dangerous. It's more inherently dangerous than simply being a migrant who's coming here, so it's relevant for that reason. And the reason the Biden regime is doing this is because they're bringing down a type of system where American citizens themselves are imprisoned by criminals who are constantly getting arrested and then released on no cash bail or whatever that's called, and then also be able to go back and forth through our porous southern border, sponsored by no more than pedo POTUS Joe Biden. And so we're supposed to crack down on the citizens for being law-abiding and protecting their constitutional rights, but go ahead and give criminals all the latitude and freedom they can to go ahead, kill, murder, and let's just say sexually violate, for YouTube censors, the citizens of the United States. Because remember, folks, you got to remember this, they loathe you. See this old man right here? This is a rancher. This is somebody who contributed to society his whole life and worked his ass off to be a good person. And so for him to defend himself according to the rights of the Constitution and the Constitution of Arizona, he was doing what his right was. But the Biden regime doesn't like that. The DOJ hates it, and the cartels absolutely loathe it. And so he was thrown in jail. I'm giving this old man major kudos. That's a reasonably worded defense. We can have compassion for all humans while still vehemently believing that we need a secure border that does not allow unchecked numbers of potentially dangerous criminals to flood our country. As Americans, we have a right to self-defense, yes. And we just have to keep arguing this point. I don't know why, because it's already written into law for the United States, the citizens of the United States. And then some of these states have done whatever they want. Red states have generally tried to protect these rights. There's always anomalies, but they generally have tried to. And where I am, thank heavens, there's constitutional carry, and you can get a concealed carry, all that stuff. So And I'm saying I'm not celebrating the death of anyone here. No, not at all. I'm just saying you have a right to self-defense, and he was using that right. And so, voila, mistrial. The Biden regime's failure to enforce immigration law is a violation of the Constitution and a dereliction of duty. Yes, all you Constitution haters out there, I'm sorry, you can hate it as much as you want. We still have it, and it's still the crux and the of this country. And so I don't know. You can go to a lot of other communist countries if you want. They'll take you there. They'll take your food too. I'll just let you know that. He's a hero. He defended his family, his property, and himself from a bad hombre. This should have never made it to court in the first place. I agree. It shouldn't have. Never should have been charged in the first place. He defended his family. Leave him the F alone. Great news. He has every right to defend himself and his family from invaders. And I guarantee you, the Biden regime hates this. These people who are saying this, they absolutely loathe it. The federal government hates that. Now, are they all bad? Of course not. But I believe that there are just certain bad elements and bad apples within every organization. And that includes, of course, the federal government as well, state government, same problem. Private organizations, of course. And so the thing is right now is I'm just giving a performance review of the federal government right now. And the DOJ, I'm just saying, hey, it's been pretty poor the last few years. Your people skills are kind of low. Your customer service skills are low. Belligerence against the American people and being outward hostility at work. That's going to get you a low rating on your performance review. I would say a better way to do it is to be catered to your customers, which are the American people, okay? And but anyway, that's just my performance review. This should have been an easy not guilty verdict. Well, it should have, but remember, some of these corrupt bad apples are working in tandem with the Sinaloa cartel as well. So both of these people have an interest in throwing American citizens in jail and stopping them from having firearms to protect themselves. The great equalizer. Remember that phrase, because that's what these firearms will do, is they will give somebody a chance to have an equalization when they are being threatened and in a threatening process. Do I advocate using it? Do I advocate going out there? No, I don't advocate any of that. It is simply for the last, when it's the last thing that you can do or have to do. That's what it should be for, but it shouldn't be wielded around like a crazy person. But remember, we're bringing illegals in, and they wield their weapons and firearms to do crime, and not to defend themselves, to simply commit crime. So there's a difference. And still this week, our own president is trying to infringe on what? So today, the American Congress voted to fund more aid and arms for Ukraine while waving Ukrainian flags. But our president is over here talking about infringing on America's Second Amendment rights. Again, these threats to democracy. The Democrats are always screaming this. Let's see what it says. But are emerging not from dramatic coups, military aggression, or civil war, no color revolutions here, but from autocratic leaders leveraging democratic institutions, election officials, legislatures, courts, and the media to consolidate executive power. None of what is happening is power of the people. This is power over the people. Yeah, they are consolidating and weaponizing all these institutions against American citizens right now. That's kind of the brand that they're going with right now. And so we just need to remain vigilant. I never black pill, but just remain vigilant. And yeah, so anyway, let's see. This is an ad. Sad that they had to put a bulletproof vest on him because they feared for his life. I would have done the same damn thing he did. I'm about sick to death of these illegals coming over and take over. Yeah, me too. Yeah, the illegal aliens need to go. You need to go. We know who you are. You're military aged and you're mostly criminals. That's it. And the ones that you do see that are mothers and women and young girls, they're the ones. They really are the ones being used mostly for sex trafficking and being raped and being violated and being used for cheap labor in some of these places in the United States, some of these factories in the United States. And the NHS is supposed to keep track of that. But apparently, last time I checked, there was 88,000 children, illegal children, that were unaccounted for. And I have a feeling they are being used for sex trafficking purposes or in these factories like General Mills, etc. And Tyson Foods, oh yes, that's a fact, actually. So awesome news. But he should never have been charged to begin with, period. Yes, we got that. And people, I agree. I hear you. I kind of wonder if this is going to happen to Trump. 11 jurors will be insane leftists, and one impartial juror is going to stand firm on the fact that the case is a joke and hang the jury. Why did he even go to trial? Not all heroes wear capes. And this man, this old man, he's a hero. Well, lesson learned. Hush, hush, shovel, shovel, deep, deep, night, night. That's pretty funny. That's a gift, so it's super slow. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks. And I just want to shout out to this guy. He's a hero. He did the right thing in defending himself. Of course, this should always be a last resort, but it is your Second Amendment right. So this is just wonderful that this is a hung jury, mistrial. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please put a like on the video if you liked it, and please comment below on this. This makes me very happy. So anyway, thanks so much, folks, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.